By the 5 forces controlling your mind. Learn to break free. Are you truly in control of your mind? What if everything you believe about yourself, your dreams, your fears, even your identity, wasn't entirely yours? Imagine waking up to realize invisible forces have been pulling the strings of your life, shaping your choices without you ever noticing. Sounds like a sci-fi thriller, right? But this is real, and it's happening in your mind every single day. In this video, we're diving into 5 invisible forces controlling your mind, inspired by the genius of Carl Jung. You'll uncover how these hidden influences keep you trapped and, more importantly, how to break free to live a healthier, more authentic life. If you're ready to take back control and unlock your true potential, hit that subscribe button, grab a notebook, and let's get started. The illusion of your identity. Have you ever stopped to wonder, who am I really? Not the version of you shaped by your job, your family, or society's expectations, but the real you, deep down. What if I told you that much of what you believe to be you is actually a carefully crafted illusion, woven by invisible forces pulling the strings of your mind? Carl Jung, the legendary Swiss psychiatrist, warned us about this. He believed most people live not as authentic individuals, but as puppets of a larger system, programmed from birth to fit in, follow rules, and chase ideals that aren't truly theirs. Picture this. You wake up one day and realize your personality, your opinions, even your fears aren't entirely yours. They've been molded by society, culture, and expectations you never questioned. From the moment you were born, you were given a name, a nationality, a set of values, and a role to play. Over time, you started to believe this constructed identity is you. But here's the uncomfortable truth. If you've never challenged these invisible forces, you've never been truly free. Jung called the journey to break free individuation. Ova, profound psychological process of becoming your true, unique self, untangled from the threads of societal conditioning. It's not easy. It requires a painful awakening, a moment of clarity where you see how much of your life has been shaped by forces you didn't even notice. But once you start this journey, everything changes. You begin to reclaim your mind, your choices, and your life. In this video, we're diving deep into the first of 5 invisible forces controlling your mind, the illusion of your identity. We'll explore how society programs you to conform, why you might be living someone else's story, and how Jung's concept of individuation can set you free. If you're ready to take the first step toward living a healthier, more authentic life with more energy and purpose, stick with me. Why this matters for your health and well-being. Living as a projection of someone else's expectations doesn't just limit your freedom, it drains your mental and physical energy. The constant pressure to fit in can lead to anxiety, burnout, and even insomnia. By understanding and breaking free from these invisible forces, you're not just reclaiming your identity, you're optimizing your mind and body for high performance and long-term well-being. This is biohacking at its deepest level, hacking your psyche to unlock your true potential. How to start your journey to freedom. The first step is awareness. Ask yourself, which parts of my life feel like they're truly mine, and which feel like they were handed to me? Reflect on your beliefs, your goals, and your fears. Are they yours, or are they echoes of what society told you to value? Journaling can be a powerful tool here. Write down your thoughts and look for patterns. Over time, you'll start to see the strings pulling you. In our next video, we'll dive into the second invisible force, the unconscious collective, and how ancient patterns in your mind shape your decisions without you realizing it. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next part of this life-changing series. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Let's wake up together. What's one belief you've held on to that you're ready to question? Drop it in the comments below. I'm reading every single one and can't wait to connect with you. Let's start this journey to a healthier, more authentic you, today. The unconscious collective. Have you ever made a decision that didn't feel entirely like you? Maybe you chased a career, a relationship, or a lifestyle that seemed right, but deep down, something felt off. What if I told you that an ancient, invisible force buried deep in your mind could be guiding your choices without you even noticing? Carl Jung called this force the unconscious collective, a reservoir of shared psychological patterns that humanity has inherited across generations. It's like an unseen script, written long before you were born, directing the story of your life. In this video, we're diving into the second of 5 invisible forces controlling your mind, the unconscious collective. We'll uncover how these hidden patterns shape your thoughts, desires, and fears, and how Jung's insights can help you break free to live a healthier, more authentic life. If you're ready to take control of your mind and unlock your true potential, let's get started. What is the unconscious collective? Jung discovered that our minds aren't just shaped by personal experiences, they're influenced by universal archetypes like the hero, the wise elder, or the rebel. These archetypes are psychological blueprints passed down through generations, living in the unconscious collective. They influence how you see the world and the roles you play in it. For example, society's idea of success might push you to chase wealth or status, even if those goals don't align with your true desires. That's the unconscious collective at work, nudging you to follow a pre-written narrative. Think about it. Why do so many of us feel pressured to fit in or be someone? From ancient tribes to modern social media, humans have always been shaped by collective stories about what it means to be good, successful, or worthy. These stories aren't just ideas, they're powerful forces that can trap you in a life that doesn't feel like yours. The result? Stress, anxiety, and a nagging sense that something's missing. Why this matters for your health. When you live according to someone else's script, you're not just sacrificing authenticity, you're putting your mental and physical health at risk. The constant pressure to conform can lead to burnout, insomnia, and even chronic stress. Biohacking your mind means recognizing these patterns and rewriting the script to align with your values. This is how you boost your energy, sharpen your focus, and build a life of purpose and longevity. How to break free. The key to escaping the unconscious collective is awareness. Start by questioning the shoulds in your life. I should have this job, this body, this lifestyle. Ask yourself, whose voice is this? Is this what I truly want, or is it what I've been told to want? Meditation and journaling can help you dig deeper. Try this. Write down a goal you're chasing and ask, why does this matter to me? Keep peeling back the layers until you uncover whether it's your desire or society's. Jung's process of individuation is about stepping out of these collective patterns and becoming your true self. It's not about rejecting society. It's about choosing which parts of the story align with who you are. When you do this, you'll feel lighter, more energized, and more in control of your life. Stay tuned for part 3, where we'll explore the persona, the mask you wear to please the world, and how it might be hiding your true self. If this resonated with you, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next video. Share this with someone who needs a wake-up call. Let's break free together. What's one should in your life you're ready to question? Drop it in the comments. I'm reading every one and can't wait to hear from you. Let's keep building a healthier, more authentic you. Persona and shadow. Have you ever felt like you're playing a role in your own life? Smiling when you're hurting, agreeing when you want to scream, or hiding parts of yourself to fit in? Carl Jung called this role the persona, the mask we wear to navigate the world. But there's a catch. The stronger your mask, the more it disconnects you from who you really are. And what happens to the parts of you that don't fit the mask? They get buried in what Jung called the shadow, a hidden part of your psyche that can control you in ways you don't even see. In this video, we're diving into the third invisible force controlling your mind, the persona and the shadow. We'll explore how these psychological mechanisms shape your behavior, drain your energy, and keep you from living authentically. If you're ready to peel off the mask, face your shadow, and unlock a healthier, more vibrant you, let's dive in. The persona. Your social mask. From childhood, We learn what behaviors get us love, approval, or acceptance. Maybe you learned to be the nice one who never rocks the boat, or the achiever who always has it together. Over time, this persona becomes second nature. You wear it at work, with friends, even in your relationships. But here's the problem. The more you lean into this mask, the further you drift from your true self. You might even start believing the mask is you. Living behind a persona is exhausting. It's like constantly performing, suppressing your real thoughts and feelings to keep up appearances. This internal conflict can lead to anxiety, burnout, and a sense of emptiness. Ever wonder why you feel drained after social interactions? Your persona might be working overtime. The shadow. The parts you hide. What happens to the parts of you that don't fit the mask? The anger you swallow, the desires you bury, the flaws you're ashamed of. They don't disappear. They form your shadow. The shadow is everything you've pushed away because it feels unacceptable or wrong. But here's the kicker. The shadow doesn't stay quiet. It leaks out in unexpected ways, like snapping at someone for no reason, feeling irrational jealousy, or idolizing someone who represents what you've repressed. For example, if your persona is always kind, your shadow might hold unexpressed anger. When you lash out unexpectedly, that's your shadow taking the wheel. Ignoring it doesn't make it go away. It just grows stronger, sabotaging your relationships and mental health. Why this matters for your well-being. Living disconnected from your true self, trapped by your persona and controlled by your shadow, takes a toll. It can lead to stress, insomnia, and even physical fatigue. Biohacking your mind means integrating these parts of yourself. When you embrace your shadow and loosen the grip of your persona, you free up mental and emotional energy, paving the Saiya's way for high performance and long-term health. How to break free. Start by noticing your persona. Ask, how do I act differently around certain people? What parts of myself do I hide? Next, explore your shadow. Reflect on moments when you felt intense emotions, like anger or envy, and ask, what part of me am I refusing to accept? Journaling or therapy can help you uncover these hidden pieces. The goal isn't to get rid of your shadow, but to integrate it, so it stops controlling you from the sidelines. Jung's process of individuation is about bringing these parts into harmony so you can live as your whole, authentic self. It's a game changer for your mental clarity, emotional resilience, and overall vitality. Stay tuned for Part 4, where we'll uncover how society's manipulation keeps you trapped in its web. If this hit home, smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell to catch the next video. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. Let's wake up together. What's one part of your persona or shadow you've noticed? Drop it in the comments. I'm reading every one and can't wait to connect. Let's keep building a healthier, more authentic you. Society's invisible web. What if the life you're living, the goals you chase, the values you hold, the definition of success you strive for, wasn't truly yours? Carl Jung warned that one of the most powerful forces controlling your mind isn't inside you. It's the society you live in. From the moment you're born, you're woven into a web of rules, expectations, and narratives that shape how you think, feel, and act. The scariest part? You might think you're making free choices, but society's influence runs so deep, you rarely notice it's pulling the strings. In this video, we're diving into the fourth invisible force controlling your mind: society's manipulation. We'll uncover how the world around you molds your reality, why it's so hard to break free, and how Jung's process of individuation can help you reclaim your authentic self. If you're ready to see through the illusion and live a healthier, more energized life, let's jump in. How society shapes you. From childhood, society hands you a script. What's normal, what's successful, what it means to live a good life. You're told to aim for a prestigious career, a perfect relationship, or a flawless social media image. These ideals aren't just suggestions, they're presented as truths you must follow to be accepted. But here's the truth: Many of these goals aren't yours. They're reflections of a collective ideal designed to keep you in line. Jung believed that society acts like an invisible current, pushing you toward conformity. Think about it. How many times have you chased something, a job, a lifestyle, a status, because it's what everyone values? This constant pressure to fit in disconnects you from your true desires, leaving you feeling empty, stressed, or even burned out. As Jung wrote, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." The cost of conformity. Living by society's rules comes at a steep price. The effort to meet external expectations can lead to anxiety, mental fatigue, and even physical health issues. When you're constantly striving for ideals that don't align with your core self, you drain your energy and lose touch with what truly matters. This is where biohacking your mind becomes crucial. By questioning society's narrative, you can redirect that energy toward a life of purpose, vitality, and longevity. Social media amplifies this manipulation, rewarding you with likes and validation when you conform. But when you mold yourself to fit these external standards, you risk losing the most important thing: you. The more you conform, the more you believe you're acting freely, when in reality, you're trapped in a cycle of unconscious control. How to break free. The first step is to question the script. Ask yourself, what do I believe because I was taught to believe it? What goals am I chasing because society says they're important? Try this exercise. Write down 3 things you're working toward: a career milestone, a relationship goal, etc. And ask, why do I want this? Is it for me or for approval? Jung's individuation process is about untangling yourself from society's web and rediscovering your unique path. This doesn't mean rejecting everything. It means choosing what aligns with your true self. Meditation, journaling, or even talking to a trusted friend can help you uncover your authentic desires. When you start living for you, you'll feel a surge of energy, clarity, and freedom. Stay tuned for Part 5, where we'll explore conformism and the final key to unlocking your true freedom. If this resonated, hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the bell to catch the next video. Share this with someone who needs to break free. Let's do this together. What's one societal expectation you're ready to challenge? Drop it in the comments. I'm reading everyone and can't wait to hear from you. Let's keep building a healthier, more authentic you. Conformism and the path to liberation. Have you ever held back your true thoughts just to avoid rocking the boat? Or shaped your actions to fit in with the crowd, even when it didn't feel right? Deep down, you know that nagging feeling, the quiet voice whispering that you're not being fully you. Carl Jung understood this struggle. He saw that one of the most powerful forces controlling our minds is our deep-seated need to conform. This instinct to blend in, to seek approval, keeps us chained to expectations that dim our light and drain our energy. But here's the good news. You can break free and reclaim your authentic self. In this final video of our series, we're tackling the 5th invisible force controlling your mind: conformism. We'll explore why we surrender to this force, how it impacts your health and well-being, and how Jung's insights can guide you to true freedom. If you're ready to live with more clarity, energy, and purpose, let's dive in. Why we conform. Humans are wired to seek acceptance. Thousands of years ago, being part of a group meant survival. Rejection could mean death. Today, that instinct still drives us, but it shows up in subtler ways. Staying silent to avoid conflict, chasing trends to feel relevant, or curating a perfect online persona for likes and followers. Social media supercharges this pressure, rewarding conformity with validation and punishing authenticity with judgment. But conformity comes at a cost. When you suppress your true self to fit in, you create an internal tug-of-war that breeds anxiety, self-doubt, and even burnout. Jung believed this need for approval stems from deeper insecurities, like a fear of not being enough. These insecurities, often rooted in childhood experiences with parents or authority figures, make us crave external validation, leaving us vulnerable to control. The toll on your health. Living for others' approval isn't just a mental burden, it's a health crisis. The stress of constantly adjusting to fit in can lead to insomnia, chronic fatigue, and weakened resilience. Biohacking your mind means breaking this cycle to unlock your full potential. When you align with your true self, you free up energy, boost mental clarity, and pave the way for a longer, healthier life. How to break free. Jung's process of individuation is your roadmap to freedom. It's about shedding the layers of conformism and embracing your unique essence. Start by noticing where you conform. When do I hold back my opinions? How often do I change myself to be liked? Try this. For one day, track moments when you adjust your behavior to please others. Then ask, what would I have done if I felt completely free? Next, confront the insecurities fueling your need for approval. Journal about times you felt not enough and explore where those feelings come from. Therapy or self-reflection can help you heal these wounds. Finally, practice small acts of authenticity. Share an honest opinion, say no without guilt, or post something real instead of perfect. Each step builds courage and rewires your mind for freedom. Your path to a healthier you. Breaking free from conformism isn't just about rebellion, it's about living a life that's truly yours. When you stop chasing approval, you'll feel lighter, more energized, and more connected to your purpose. This is the ultimate biohack. Optimizing your mind and body by being unapologetically you. Thank you for joining this series on the 5 invisible forces controlling your mind. If this inspired you, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell to stay connected for more life-changing content. Share this with someone who needs to break free. Let's grow together. What's one way you're ready to be more authentic? Drop it in the comments. I'm reading everyone and can't wait to cheer you on. Here's to a healthier, freer you.